Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jay Ben. I don't really know why I decided to actually. It's been on my mind for a while now. I really wanted to start a series about, things I love and things I'm really passionate about. And the biggest thing in my life for the longest time ever has been anime. And I don't know. I was just watching an episode of The Happy Console Gamer. I don't know if you guys know Johnny Millennium. He's a pretty big anime fan, and it just got me thinking. I really should get on with this project that I've always wanted to do, which is to start, an anime series, vlog, whatever it is you want to call it. But obviously, things are going to be different. I'm not one of those new school anime kids. I just can't. I don't know all the new anime that's out there. What this channel is going to be about is going to be about reviewing old anime. Stuff from like 1985, even further back than that, even as far as like 1970s. Stuff that I'm really passionate about, things that I grew up with, and stuff that I really enjoyed when I was just getting into the anime scene. So basically, this is an introduction video to try and say hi to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm going to have a lot of great. Just review a lot of great things about anime that I used to love, how I got into anime, where I think anime is going in the future, and I hope that you'll enjoy this channel and enjoy watching some of the stuff that I talk about, and maybe learn something about anime along the way. I don't profess to be an expert. I hope that some of my opinions, aren't too polarizing. I think that as fans of anime, we would just kind of accept that certain things are in for some people and other things are in for other people, right? So, anyways, guys, I hope to meet some new people out there, and hopefully you guys will start liking and subscribing to my channel, and maybe send me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right. Anyway, until next time, thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.
Who the heck was that guy? Oh my gosh. Wow. Holy crap, everybody. I got an alert from YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, it was about a month ago. It was about a month ago. It was actually back in March. Um Apparently I've been on YouTube for 9 years. That's a lot. I didn't really stop to think about it at the time. I just, it's just one of those things that kind of creeps up on you. I mean, like 9 years is a long time. Um, but yeah, wow, 9 years, and that was my very first video, guys. That that who was that guy? Who even was that guy? I mean, like that guy. He was yeah. Who the heck is that guy? It was a handsome guy, actually. No, I'm just kidding. What's with the headphones? what what the heck is with the headphones? I did a Ask Me Anything last week, and I remember I actually did stop to think about it a little bit. But if you're wondering what the headphones are, I don't know. It was just something I wanted to be. I wanted to be a little bit different. You know what I mean? I wanted something else. And actually, thinking about it now, I also didn't want to get any distractions, because where I lived at the time, because this is this is actually an apartment complex, um, a bunch of townhomes which are all stuck together, and at the time it was kind of noisy outside, so I didn't want to get distracted. I wanted to, like, have more or less silence around me, and that's actually why you see those stupid headphones on my head. And actually, that lasted for a while. That was actually a thing I did for a little bit, and I was really, I don't know, I was young. I was young. I didn't know what I was doing, and yeah, if you notice that the focus is completely out of it's completely out of focus. As you can see, the camera. I didn't know how to lock the camera at the time. I was working with an SL with a DSLR, and I didn't know how to lock the camera, so it would actually focus in on the background. It wouldn't focus in on me. I don't know. There was something about my my overall appearance that it didn't like. So it would actually focus in on the Dragon Zord up there. It would focus in on the Power Ranger Morpher. It would focus in on the books in the background. It was really crazy. Yeah, man, 9 years, 9 years of YouTube. It's it's scary to think that I've been on YouTube for 9 years, and yeah, that was actually my very first video. So yeah, if you guys want to watch it, it's still on YouTube. Hasn't gotten many very hits, very many hits. It's actually, of course, my very first video of all time. But there's a lot to learn from that. There's a lot to learn from your very first video, and one of the biggest things to learn from it is that everybody starts off on the same foot. Okay. Um, when I started on YouTube, there like tutorials were everywhere. At the end of the day, you could learn a lot, but I really didn't think about it at the time. I just turned on the camera and started talking. And I remember at the time thinking that, and for those of you who were able to hear it, I remember thinking to myself, I just want to remember, I just don't want to forget the things that are really important to me. And that's how I just went about my channel. My channel was all about the things that were the most important to me at the time, and anime was a really really big thing in my life. Of course, the channel has evolved multiple different ways. It's gone from multiple different iterations. I went from anime to cartoons that are loved from the 1980s and the 70s and 60s. And then eventually, it moved on to toys, and that's where we are today. Where That's where we find ourselves. And 9 years later, wow, it's been quite the journey. It has been quite the journey. And let me just say, first of all, thank you, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Originally, I had planned to go live with Danny, but unfortunately, Danny got caught up with a lot of different projects, and he's very very busy right now. So today was really really a big um, production day for him, and he unfortunately couldn't make it. So I decided to change it up a little bit last minute, and just talk a little bit about what's been going on for the last 9 years, and maybe a little bit about where I've been and what I've been doing, and how the channel has evolved, and basically ask everybody out there, if you guys are YouTube toy tubers, YouTubers, if you guys are aspiring YouTubers, if you guys are looking to um, do YouTube, if you're thinking about doing YouTube, are you guys, what is it you guys are interested in doing? Like what like are you do you want to be video gamers? Do you want to be toy tubers? Do you want to be do you want to talk about vlogging? Do you want to talk about collections of any other sort? Do you want to do anything with YouTube? Um because I'm here. I'm an open book, and I love helping people throughout their YouTube journey, because I learned a lot of my YouTube journey pretty much by myself, and I've always wanted to help people. That's something that I've never shied away from. I've always wanted to help people, and today's going to be a very much just a way going back into the Wayback Machine a little bit, and looking back at my journey for YouTube, and talking about the pitfalls and everything like that. But we're going to go even further back than that. We're going to talk about my other projects when I was when I was younger. Going to talk about some comic books. We're going to talk about books that I was involved with, books that I was happy to produce, and be a part of. I'm also going to talk about my my day job, such it is. How I went from something which is very unrelated to something which was very related, and how that's really changed in my life. And yeah, I'm here just to, much like my ask me anything last week. The same thing. If you guys want to ask me any questions, if you guys want to, like, this is basically another ask me anything, but more in celebration of 9 years of YouTube, which just shocks me. It just absolutely shocks me that I've been on YouTube for 9 freaking years. Like that is just staggering to me. Um, but yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I know that it's kind of late for some people, but yeah, this one's going to be a bit melancholy. It's going to be a bit of a walk down memory lane. Um, but yeah, one of the reasons why I started this channel was because I didn't want to forget. So one of the reasons why I'm here now and talking at this point is because I don't want to forget, and I want to remember, and thank everybody out there who's been following me and helping me on this journey, because this has been big. This has been huge for me. It's been life changing, and the people I've met, the friends I've made, all of you guys who I've met, at conventions and stuff. Wow, uh, it really humbles me and makes me reflect on everybody who I've been fortunate enough and very very lucky to meet, in person. Yeah, so if you guys ever met me in person, please put that in the chat. I'd love to say hi again and just celebrate the fact that we met in person, because I would love to meet at some point. Love to meet everybody. You know what I mean? I would just love to connect with everybody and say, hey, what's up? How's it going? Like, and just have a chat with you guys. Just talk about it. And that's part of what we do here on these lives. But yeah. Um, so guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay. I'm Jay Ban, and I've been here for 9 freaking years. It is absolutely crazy. I can't believe it, and it's all thanks to you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. And yeah, let's get on with it. Like, thank you. First of all, thank you guys for 9 years of YouTube. Wow, just that still blows my mind that I can even say something like that. It's just crazy. As a matter of fact, let's say hi to everybody who's in the chat right now, because you guys are freaking awesome. Frankie Rivera, what's going on, brother? How's it going? Hey, brother, congratulations. Thank you, my friend. Frankie's always been a big supporter of the channel. I always appreciate when Frankie shows in the chat. Clint Jorgensen, what's going on, brother? Thank you, my friend. Great job, Jay. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Time just flies. It's just an absolute crazy time. Rasta Flip, big up yourself. I've never been one to make myself any bigger or try to do any of that. I'm just really grateful that I've been able to do this for 9 years. Like, wow. Crazy. Frank Rivera, you come a long way, friend. Stay blessed. Thank you, brother. Really do appreciate it. It's because of you guys. It's because you guys help me get here. Like, absolutely. Clint, just do it on retro and modern toys. Don't overthink it. um, so for those of you who didn't understand what that video was, that actually was my very first video on YouTube, and some of you might have recognized the fact that I had, that I was much younger then. Had not so many white hairs. Actually, I don't think I had one single white hair on my beard at all. It was crazy. So yeah, but it might have caught some other people off guard as well. Frankie, Clint, this is an old video. Yes, it is. It is a very old video. Peter, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Jay's getting not. I'm not getting old, dude. I am old. I am old. Old was like 3 years ago. That was. I'm like sand right now. I am. I'm literally sand. The collector. I was like, why is it fuzzy? Why did he dye his hair? Oh, if only. Oh, if only. I know. I didn't know how to lock the camera down. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff. We might take a look at one more video from Blast from the Past, and then you guys can go and take a look at some of my other videos yourselves. I think it's kind of fun looking back at 9 years of YouTube. Deflex1, tariffs, bro. We're done with collecting. I wasn't going to talk about tariffs. I wasn't going to talk about that at all today. But yeah, it's a hot topic. It's a hot button topic of the day. It's definitely what it's down to. Just crazy. How has collecting changed for you since then? Okay, there's a question. So a lot of people are surprised to find out that I really only started collecting back in 2020. Um, Pretty much during the pandemic, the height of the pandemic. Um, uh, but if you want to go further back than that, I guess we could talk a little bit about what I was collecting way back when, like back in 2010. So the video that we just watched, of course, it was all about anime and how I loved anime and growing up with anime and stuff like that. And I was really obsessed with anime. So way back in 2010, maybe even 2008, things like that, I was collecting like anime figures. I was collecting so many things for anime. Like I had the Record of Lotus War. I had Neon Genesis Evangelion, Zabek figures. Like Zabek is, I'm not even sure if Zabek is even a toy company anymore. Um, I collected a whole bunch of Kotobukiya figures, Yamato figures for Bubblegum Crisis and a whole bunch of other action figures that I really loved to collect at the time. I even had a couple of here's one that I think a lot of people are gonna I might actually bring this on the show one time. I actually collected Burger King Dragon Ball Z figures. Yes, at one point, Burger King actually had Dragon Ball Z figures. Can you guys believe that? I'm definitely gonna have to bring those down. I think the light still works. I think the light still works. You guys might get a kick out of that. I think I will actually one day bring those out and show you guys Dragon Ball Burger King figures. Those were so much fun back in the day. But how has it changed? Well, Toys R Us is now slowly disappearing, even here in Canada. Um, GameStop did not have toys back then. They had a few, but not a lot. It was more McFarlane, Todd's Toys, and I think some NHL toys, maybe starting lineup toys, things like that. But there weren't that many. Like the way they have action figures like in droves in GameStop now. It really wasn't much like that at all. Um, I went to a lot of comic book stores back then, like a lot of them. Uh, mainstream has caught up with adult collectibles right now, so it's interesting how that's changed. And there's a lot of online. I never once shopped online, not even once. Oh no, that's a lie. I did actually go for some garage kits back in the day for some anime figures. That was a long time ago, so it has changed quite a bit. Like Amazon just definitely wasn't a thing. Back then, there was no same day delivery. There was no 1 day delivery. There was no 1 week delivery. Uh, Amazon, you had to wait. We had to wait about 2 or 3 weeks. It was crazy. So yeah, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed. The collector. I was big into anime in the early '90s and 2000s, but since then I've grown up and decided to collect toys. And you know what? That is a very similar. That is a very similar journey that I've had. I seem to have had a very similar journey to that. I am now uh, not so much past anime, but I am definitely anime is more like a secondary hobby to me, right? Um, every now and then when a new series comes out, and it really catches my attention, I'll watch for a little while. But generally speaking, I don't watch for long. I was watching Fairy Tale for a long time. I was also watching The Seven Deadly Sins. That was really cool. And of course, My Hero Academia. Those series were really captivating to me. And every now and then I'll watch a like a movie or something like that from anime, and those are really fun. Peter, nope. Rodimus Prime 1982. F the tariffs. Never give up, never surrender. I hear you, brother, but it's making it a lot harder. It really is. Frankie Rivera. The first video I ever seen of yours, Jay, was the Thundercat sword. Your brother was in the video. Ah, yes, that was a lot of fun. That was a parody video. It was I only actually had it on my Facebook page for a while. I never actually posted that on Mega J Retro. So it's interesting that that was the first video you ever saw, Frankie. Very, very interesting. Jay's in the house. What's going on, Jay? What are you saying, brother? Good to see you. It's funny. I was supposed to go on live with Danny tonight, but dude just like knocked out. Like he's so tired, and I don't blame him. He works so hard. Brother, hope all's well. Congratulations on the 9-year anniversary of your YouTube journey. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. It's been magical. It really has been. I mean, it's had its upside downs. It hasn't been easy, but I wouldn't change anything. I would not change anything at all. Alejandro Valdez, what's happening, Jay? Hello, everybody. Good to see you, Alejandro. Always good to see Alejandro. Chad Stewart, hello, Jay. I was just getting ready for bed, but I'll stay up a little while longer. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate it, Chad. Huge shout out to Chad, and thanks again, Chad, for being a channel member. You are awesome, my friend. Deflex1, you collect anime, Blu-ray, DVDs, 4K, VHS, and Laserdiscs. Yes, I collect them all. I collect them all. If you notice in the background, you can actually see some of my DVDs, but that was only a small portion of my collection. My Laserdiscs I've shown them a couple times. They're in a box over there, and they weigh a ton. So yes, I collect anime in many formats. Peter, the movie DVDs are rotting bad. Ooh, especially those double-sided DVDs. You guys remember those? Those are pretty bad. Mother Slug. Hello. What did I miss? Hope nothing good. Well, you know what? You saw my very first video on YouTube, and we're going to show my very second video on YouTube as well. So hopefully you guys will get a kick out of that. Luckily, they're only about 5 minutes each. They're not actually. They're some of them are even less than that. Some of them are only 3 minutes each. Death Note. Yes, what a great anime that was. Death Note was definitely 100% a great anime. The ending was insane. Just crazy. Andrew Davis. So we're celebrating. I'll pour the champagne. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it, brother. We gotta hang out again, Andrew. Whenever when we get to the next show. Peter, wake up, Pedro. Natural Nate Marvel. What's going on, brother? What up, Jay? Just left Benihana's extra garlic butter. Benihana's is good, man. That's a wonderful. Is it teppanyaki? I think, right? It's teppanyaki, right? Great place. Great place. Dinner to show. Mother Slug, congratulations on 9 years. One of the first videos I've ever seen you on was Voltron. Yes, Voltron was a huge video for me back then. A lot of people watched that video, and I really appreciate everyone who watched that one. That was a really great video. Nerd with the Suit, hello. What's going on? Nerd with the Suit, always good to see the Nerd with the Suit. 9 years. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to really wrap my head around that. It really is kind of hard for me to wrap my head around. But if you look at if you look at this young man here, right? If you look at this young man, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, if you look at this young man right here, I mean, he's a lot younger. He's a lot younger, and he's no, he doesn't have that big beard. He doesn't have the white hair or anything, right? That is a strapping young lad right there. That is a that is a strapping young boy right there. Yeah, just a wow. That is like jet black hair, isn't it? That beard doesn't have a single white hair in it. That is crazy. And again, what's with those freaking earmuffs, man? What is with those freaking earphones? I still have those. They're actually upstairs in my room. That's crazy. That is nuts. And you can see how bare my wall is. It's like there's like nothing. It's like a bare wall. But by the time I left this place, there was like a lot more stuff back there. It was pretty crazy. It was absolutely nuts. But yeah, 9 years. 9 freaking years. That is a young kid right there. That is a young Jay. National Day Marvel best anime Fist of the North Star. Hokuto no Ken. Awesome anime, awesome television series, awesome movie. It really was a great anime, bar none. Darkonin, dang, you like these late night streams? Yeah, you know what? I was supposed to go on earlier with Danny, but yeah, he was on so many projects we couldn't really make it work. So I had this all set up, and I was like, you know what? I might as well talk about the fact that it's been 9 years for my channel. Like I actually reached the 9-year mark last March, and I didn't even know it. Like, well, I did know it. YouTube sent me a congratulations note, and I was like, wow, has it already been 9 years? Like that's crazy. And that means that next year around this time, I'm gonna have a 10th year anniversary. So that I think is going to be really, really special. So that's going to be crazy. Darkonin, how's it, everybody? It's going well, my friend. Nerd with the Suit, still seeing the original Dragon Ball again with the besties. It's so satisfying to see when the franchise wasn't so cosmic and big and just about some nice, fun little adventures. Yes, so a lot of people with Asian roots will probably recognize it as a retelling of the Tale of the Spirit to the West, the Journey to the West. Where Wukong, right, Goku in Japanese, the Monkey King, basically travels to the West to take on the kings of the West, and stake himself as his own mischievous Monkey King, right? It's a wonderful tale, a wonderful Asian legend that has been passed on through the generations. And Akira Toriyama took his take on it, and just basically when he was done with Dragon Ball, he took it way out there. He went obviously with cosmic ideas, the fact that there were aliens. So yeah, it was a very, very interesting take on the traditional Monkey King saga. Dark Conan fits the North style. Hell yeah, absolutely. I love Hokuto no Ken. Nerd with Suit. I'm practically nocturnal. Even though I shouldn't be. So late night streams work. Always good to see you, Nerd with the Suit. Yojo C. Yo, Mr. Mega. What's going on, Yojo C? Peter, whys make you age twice as fast? I have heard something along that fact, but I think it's families. I think there's a lot of responsibilities. Kids, mortgages, all that kind of stuff. So I can totally see why. Nerd Suit. Hey, I love that stuff. I remember getting started pre-YouTube via messing around with Windows, Movies Maker, Star Wars stuff on my Windows via Vista laptop. I was playing RuneScape too. I love it. Gurren Lang was a great anime, absolutely. Short, but it nailed it about everything. So for its story, always gonna remember Kamina. You know what, Gurren Lang really hit the soft spot for guys like me who really love giant robots. So it was a great series, and had just the right amount of fan service. Just the hand, what's going on, brother? What up, Jay? I think I've been watching you since like 2019. Wow. It's been a long time, hasn't it? It's crazy. I love these late night streams. So relaxing. Good to see you, brother. We gotta. Hopefully, we'll see each other at the next convention. The Collector. I found an original Ghost in the Shell movie anime cell with sketch that I bought back in the 90s. It wasn't mint, so I only got it for about 3,000. Wow, that's a lot, dude. So use some of the money to pay for my Eternia playset. Nice. That's awesome, dude. That's great. Chad Stewart. No, I have to disagree that the best anime is Vampire Hunter D, in my opinion. And that was actually in movie theaters last week. Great anime, honestly. Yoshitaka Amano, Amano Yoshitaka, did the character designs. And of course, it was based on a series of novels. And it was amazing. Really great movie. Series of movies, actually. Mother Slug. I've never gone to anime. Closest thing I know is Transor Z. I know because I just butchered that name, or the real name of the show, which is Manjigar Zeto. A lot of people say Transor Z, but it's actually Transor Zeto or Manjinga Zeto. The Nerd with the Suit. Yeah, I also know a lot about Asian myths regarding monkeys because I researched a lot about apes, including how the cultures view them. Orangutan in some cultures means old man of the forest. There you go. Absolutely. That's awesome. They can do sign language. Alejandro Valdez, the Guyver was amazing. Also, the live action movie. Yes, I am a big fan of Guyver live action. The first one, of course, with Mark Hamill. The second one had David Hayter, who a lot more people will recognize as Solid Snake. This is Snake. Great freaking movies. Wonderful special effects, wonderful prosthetics, and of course the original animes and the manga. Great stuff. Now the Suit. In a lot of Asian myths, monkeys are seen as very mischievous but very wise. This is true. Just Mohan. I don't even know what my favorite anime is. There are way too many good ones. It's true. It's especially when you watch the ones in the 80s and 90s. Those are so good. Wonder 10, dude. A long time, brother, and love that name. Never gets old. Peter. I've heard Fantastic Four is woke. Again, I'm still not sure what that term means, but I'll watch it. We'll see what happens. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. Another Suit. One of my recent great cosplay friends got back into Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, great anime. There's something about the 90s anime look that just strikes a certain chord because it was so great. It was so awesome. Between that period of the 80s and 90s, it was just incredible. Bull 80. What's up, Jay and everybody? What's going on, Bull 80? Good to see you, brother. Merman. Well, hey, everybody. My name is Merman. We can see that, Merman. Always good to see you, brother. Merman, of course. Masters of the Universe. Can't get enough. Peter. Well, Flower Bridge means if you in Chinese. Oh, Peter. You love fish sticks. Really? I didn't think Merman liked fish, but anyway, I guess he does, obviously. Another slug. I did see Vampire D back in the 90s when it was released. Too funny. First time watching it, when I hear the talking, but nobody's talking. Find out later it's his hand. Yes, yes. That was a very interesting little plot point. It's a parasite, actually. They're the suit. Cowboy Bebop may be a simple and easy pick, but none of us can help if it's so great and still holds up. Steve Blum's performance is iconic. So obviously, I love Cowboy Bebop, the anime. Great show, wonderful score, of course, Yoko Kanno. And yeah, it was a really great anime for the time. Still is today, and of course has gone on to have live action series and everything. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, let's just react to this, my very second video. I did some voice acting in this one too, so check this one out, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. This one was a lot of fun, and again, helps to show the progression of how little I really knew about YouTube at the time, but at the same time, it reminds everybody that everyone starts from scratch. So check this out.
When I was a kid, it was really hard to get up in the morning.
Still is.
Yep, those were the days. Not a care in the world. Oftentimes, my mom would have to come to the room just to wake me up. Come on, Jay. Get up for school. You're going to be late. Come on, Mom. Just 5 more minutes. Okay, if you get up, I'll put on some cartoons. That's right. It's the 80s. And cartoons are the biggest thing ever. It's funny because, you can actually imagine a couple of kids getting dressed up, not really paying attention to how they're putting on their clothes, but actually looking at the TV and just watching what's happening with the episode. Now, today I just wanted to talk about a little bit about some of the anime that really got me into this subculture. It's funny because my journey into anime started years ago. I was, like a lot of us who have come to Canada, I was not born here. I was born in the Philippines. But one thing that I really loved to do before going to school was sitting down in the morning, having breakfast with my dad, my brother, and just before we can go to school, though, there were a few cartoons that we used to play really, really early in the morning. One of the series that really got us involved was a series called Force 5. Mm-hmm. And this was
my absolute favorite.
Well, I don't know how to explain it exactly. Back in the day, anime wasn't really anime. It was just imported cartoons which American producers would take and redub. As a kid, we really didn't know any better. These were just cartoons.
A robot in the form of a child.
They looked different from the other cartoons at the time, but they were also very interesting.
Battle of the Planets.
Which is why they stood out. There was something different about them.
G-Force.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels.
And little did I know that later on in my life, I would find out just how different they really were.
Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go!
And in a lot of ways, it would actually just edit out a lot of the more violent scenes that are from anime and things that weren't appropriate for Canadian or North American television, let's put it that way. And Force 5 is one of these. It predates Robotech in a long, pretty much, by 5 or 6 years. Essentially, it was 5 different series combined into like a super episodic thing. The way it used to play here in Canada is on Monday there would be one show, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, it would all be different shows. Force 5 consisted of 5 main shows. One of them was Space Cateers. Another one was called Star Ventures. The next one was called Vanguard Ace. Another one was called Guy King. And the last one was called Grendizer. And all
My
these
favorite.
were amazing series. And one thing they all had in common, it had something to do with mecha. So back then we had no idea what mecha was. Mecha is something to do with robots or machines that help you or the main character get along with the story. American mecha is that it usually drove the story. Like Transformers were actually the guys who were the stars of the show. Whereas in anime, mecha was usually just the support characters, or even just vehicles which transformed into robots to help fight uncommon danger and stuff like that. And that's exactly what Force 5 was. It was a collection of gigantic robots which, helped to further on the story of the actual main characters. Except for the Space Cateers, which is a slightly different story, but it had its own charm in its own way. But you know what? There really is nothing better than, as a kid, waking up on Monday morning and not really getting ready for school, not wanting to go to school, and the first thing you get to see is awesome animation like Starvengers or Force or Grandizer. Those things they really just kind of got you up and ready for the morning and ready to, and then you had something to talk to about your friends at school. It was kind of funny that way. What I really loved about the series is that you didn't just get one show for in the morning. It was a different show every day of the week. So you'd get up on Monday and you'd be watching Starvengers, and then you get up on Tuesday and you'd be watching Dangar Ace, and then you get up on Thursday and Friday and there would be two different shows. It was something different all the time.
In the next few episodes, we'll be looking at the entire Force 5 series. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel. If you have any suggestions for anime you'd like me to review, please leave a comment below. Be sure to catch the next episode where we cover my favorite of the Force 5 series, Starvengers. See you then.
So yeah, man. I mean, like, it was interesting with this one too. I didn't actually. The camera was behaving in this episode. It didn't go out of focus once. I was actually really happy with how that turned out. But yeah, a fun fact. Since we were talking about Dragon Ball, Starvengers or Sayuki, Stazinga. It actually was another example of Leiji Masamoto, in this case, the great Leiji Masamoto, taking inspiration from Journey to the West with The Legend of the Monkey King and adapting it to a space drama. So yeah, another wonderful example of that. It's anime and cartoons at the time were very fascinating in Japan and in China. There was Cowboy Bebop. I already read that one. Sorry, Frank Rivera. Jay, do you consider Thundercats and Transformers an anime even though they were American? So that's a tough question, because if you actually think about the production houses that were doing cartoons up until the early 90s and mid 90s even, it was all done in Japan. So in a lot of ways, anything that was done by Sunbow, anything that was done by Big West, anything that was done by these types of companies that were bringing them over and translating them into Japanese, from Japanese to English, those are obviously anime. But then you also had production companies who were working on G.I. Joe, Thundercats, Transformers, My Little Pony, Care Bears. You know what I mean? Like all these crazy animes at the time. Filmation was one of the few animation houses that was actually doing their own North American anime at the time, including, and of course, Walt Disney. But even Walt Disney would farm out much of their work to Singapore and sometimes Japan. So yeah, it was a crazy time. A lot of the Saturday morning cartoons, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, some of the Superman cartoons, a lot of those, that weren't done by Hanna-Barbera directly, were farmed out, to other Japanese animation studios, right? So yeah, there was a lot of anime that was actually produced in America, but it was actually, which was actually distributed in America, but actually produced by Japanese studios. So again, fascinating. Mother Slug. Oh my God, that voice. Yeah, I tried a little bit of voice acting there. It was a little hard. Justin, how hard is it to get started on YouTube? Okay, so it's as hard as you want to make it for yourself. I think that's probably the easiest thing to explain. It really is only as hard as you want to make it for yourself. If you are the type of personality that needs perfection in everything that you do, it's going to be very difficult to get started on YouTube. Very, very difficult. But if you're like myself or Matt Hatter or, you know, what's it called? Toy Habits, JB's Toy Trunk. Yeah, any of us really who just pick the camera up and do what we can, do our best, and really, put yourself out there. I think it's a much easier time. So when I was first starting with YouTube, I had a DSLR camera, and I was obsessed with trying to get that right. I was obsessed with trying to learn how to use the camera. I was obsessed with how to, you know, um, basically make sure everything was correct, and I didn't do that very well, as you can see. The first video, of course, I didn't know how to lock down the camera. I had to learn how to do that. But eventually, I realized that I don't need a DSLR camera. I could use, and everyone should just do it. Get started with your phone. Your phone is probably the biggest thing you can start with. Whenever I do toy hunts, I just use a phone. Whenever I do certain vlogs or anything like that, I just use a phone. And eventually, I had created a setup with a ring light that you can see here because, if the ring light's a really valuable tool. The ring light is a very valuable tool because cameras love light, right? When I turn it off, you can see how dark everything gets. It gets like you can see it starts to speckle. Like there's a lot of specular archiving you can see there. Once I turn the light on, it pretty much all disappears, right? Everything's in focus, right? The picture is sharp. That's probably the two main things that you want to keep in mind. You want to have good lighting. You want to have a decent webcam, which is probably at least 2K or at least 1080p, at the very least 1080p. And if you're going to do like a talking head, like what I do, right, then you need a decent microphone, right? Which this is actually supplied by a company who just wanted me to do a review, and that's my daily driver. Those are the biggest things. Sound is actually much more important than video. Matt Hatter, his voice is what carries. You know what I mean? It really does give him a commanding aspect to his videos, and that's what I would really suggest to everybody. If you want to spend money, spend it on sound. All right, spend it on a decent microphone. Like a decent microphone is the minimum thing that you should definitely be spending on. Everything else is secondary, right? An okay camera is fine. It's not that bad. At least it's 1080p. You're good to go. Lighting is a lot when it comes to video, but other than that, those two are secondary to sound. So, is it hard to get started on YouTube? Not very. It depends on what type of personality you have. If you have a personality that can live with okay and good enough, then you can get started right away. If you're a neurotic type of person who has to have everything right, who has to, neurotic isn't the word. If you're an attention-oriented personality who needs to have everything right, then it can be very difficult to get started. Peter, Fox Force 5, Pulp Fiction. Yes. Awesome stuff. It was great. It was a great time to be a kid. Oh man, yeah, that 80s Astro Boy is still my favorite version of the character. Absolutely. 100%. Peter, G-Force. Yes. Battle of the Planets. Mother Slug. Everyone knows Speed Racer. Is that really anime? Yes. Speed Racer is anime. 100%. It was called Mach 5 Go 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 in Japan. So great anime. Peter, people died in Speed Racer and Gatchaman. Yes, they were gunned down. It was kind of crazy around that time. It was an interesting time for cartoons as well. Chad Stewart loved Speed Racer when I was little. Absolutely. So did I. Peter, I have all the Johnny Lightning Speed Racer vehicles. Nice. That is so good. Mother Slug, I always rooted for Racer X. Yeah, of course. Everyone loves the bad guy. Not really a bad guy, though. He's kind of like, in and out. He's an in and out kind of guy. Peter, I hate Pops, but I have a Racer X. Pops wasn't too bad. Peter, school is dumb and stupid. Mother Slug, I've never seen the early 2000s Speed Racer. Too much going on in life and skipped me by. Don't blame you. Over the Suit. Toonami was my equivalent of this. It also hosted shows that here in the US that was also airing. Toonami is the program that got me into my first dedicated Transformer series, thanks to Armada. That's awesome. Also, Toonami's host was voiced by Steve Blum himself. There you go. Peter, I want a monkey. You want Speed Racer's monkey. You don't want any other monkey because other monkeys can kill you. Toy Animation animated a few iconic 80s toy brands shows, now animated Dragon Ball and One Piece. Absolutely. And they continue to do so many different wonderful cartoons and anime. Just Mohan, Transformers could be considered anime, I guess. Again, if you're going to just look at it in terms of like who animated it, then 90% of cartoons from the 80s are probably going to be anime considerably. The bigger question to me will always be whether or not Avatar: The Last Airbender is anime, because if so, anime is nominated for the greatest story ever told. I like to think that Avatar: The Last Airbender is anime. It has the spirit of anime. They even did chibi episodes, so I'd like to think. Now, mind you, it was animated in Korea, in a lot of ways, and also I believe Taiwan as well. But I think the spirit of anime was there for sure. Peter, it took Ozma Gold 15 years to be the Troll King. Okay, I don't know who that is, but probably another toy tuber, I guess. Note of the Suit. Take note from the DreamWorks Entrapta. Imperfection is beautiful. Understand you can't make stuff perfect. For perfection is impossible, but still know that you can make it really good. Excellent. That's a wonderful motto. And Entrapta. I'm guessing you're talking about She-Ra for sure. Rick Never Ended Toys. What's going on, brother? Happy YouTube birthday, MJR. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I do. 9 years. Wow. Never the Suit. Also, you're going to get messed up, and you need to mess up even if you have everything neatly penned out. The greatest way to learn is to get better is to practice. Part of practice is some failure. Those are some really good words to live by. Absolutely. Vazone, what's going on, guys? What's going on, Vazone? The dynamic duo themselves. He just jumped in. Tiffany here. Oh, good to see you, Tiffany. Guys, definitely check out Vazone. They're taking a bit of a break right now, but honestly, they do some great content. You guys talking about another great YouTube channel. Check out Vazone, guys. The dynamic duo themselves. Good to see you, Tiffany. Thanks for dropping by. Justin, do you ever feel pressure from people with all the comments and negative stuff? And there's a lot of positive stuff. So I'm terrible at answering comments. I really am. I'm actually really bad at it. Unless I absolutely have to do comments or comments that are directly asked to me, then I will definitely reply. But oftentimes I just let people comment on videos and let everybody answer each other. Because most people aren't really talking to me. Most people are talking to the group. At least that's how I feel. But I will tell you that's one of my biggest failings in YouTube. If I was more consistent in actually answering comments, I think that I would be a lot bigger in following right now. I think a lot more people would subscribe. As it is right now, I'm pretty bad at it. I have to change that. I do, because you deserve answers. You deserve answers to questions, and I really got to get back on that. There are topics sometimes which I continually answer, but toy news is one of those things that's really subjective, and because it happens on a daily basis, it's hard to answer a lot of questions consistently. So yeah, I just found that I don't really answer as many questions as I should. But do I feel pressure from people? Not really. I have answered some really nasty comments, and I have what do they call it? Clapback. Is that what they call it? Yeah, I have responded in kind or not so kind to people who are just berating the channel for no reason or berating me for no reason. I have done that. I've also banned a few people from the chat, which is something that you have to learn how to do. I learned that from Johnny Millennium. He reminded me that sometimes you just have to ban people because sometimes the conversation is not going anywhere. They're not adding to the conversation. They just want to be trolls and they just want to be mean. And yeah, that's how that ends up, unfortunately. So, do I feel pressure? Not really. Not. I think maybe once upon a time, maybe, but not so much anymore. Number the suit. Yeah, I agree. I recorded sections of myself in video essays with my phone and Blue Yeti, but I spent a lot of money on video production gigs and and a full blown DSLR Shure audio microphone. But that's a great investment. Those are great investments. Don't ever feel bad about investing in equipment. It always comes back and help out eventually. Peter, Funko Pops, Funko Pops, not Pops. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So you got a Funko Pop version of Racer X. The Collector. I vaguely remember Battle of the Planets from the 70s, but I love Robotech, epic storyline and character in 85. Absolutely. Absolutely. Big West really had a hit on their hands with that. And of course, so did Harmony Gold, who never lets us forget it. Never lets us forget it. Peter, Princess from G-Force was my first crush. With many, many more, I'm pretty sure. Like, absolutely. Bazone, 9 years. Wow, congrats. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. I really do. Tiffany, thank you. Always great to see you guys. Nerd of the Suit. To think Avatar's art style got some flack before the show really got steam. That show looked great, still holds up today, and the finale of book 3 looks absolutely phenomenal. 100%. 100%. Again, anime was just getting really its traction going. After Avatar The Last Airbender, it helped to really move the anime movement forward in so many different ways. Chad Stewart, Jay, have you seen the new animation Devil May Cry on Netflix? I thought it was pretty good. I have heard of it. I heard Johnny on Bosch was about to do this voice. I don't know if he's doing it now, but I know that I heard that Kevin Conroy is in it, right? Something like that. That's crazy. Just Mohan, what are you looking forward to this summer? I'm not sure I looked that far ahead. I don't know. There are a whole bunch of conventions that are going on. So I'm looking forward to that. I am traveling, I think, a little bit. I probably will end up going to San Diego again because hopefully we'll get a panel at the convention. Yeah, just looking forward to some of the movies that are going to be coming out. A lot of great stuff that's going on. Shay, Jay, got to check out. Congratulations again, brother. Have a great night and stay blessed. You too, Shay. Good journey, my friend. And of course, guys, check out Shay Reed on Instagram. He does amazing dioramas and does a great customizer. And he just, gifted me, which is incredible. I can't even believe it. An amazing diorama. And I showed it off on my last live stream on Titans Talking Toys. But you guys got to check out Shay Reed. Check him out on Instagram. I think he's going to do his own Instagram thing very, very soon. But get an early start on it. Check him out. Thanks, Shay. Take it easy. Have a good night. Nervous Suit. Good comment. We make a YouTuber's day. A person telling that they decided to binge the She-Ra after seeing my essay, and it became one of my favorite shows that shows ever. Is a comment I will always cherish. Absolutely, that's true. People who are encouraging and not belittling really can make difference for any toy tuber, any YouTuber, anybody who's trying to make content. One-eyed Otis. I think I stumbled upon into the right room. I see toys. I'm sticking around. Good to see you, Otis. Thanks for joining us, brother. I really appreciate it. Nerd of the Suit. Oh, I think I saw one of those instances. Don't feel bad about standing up for yourself. That guy who commented that gross thing underneath the stream, where he found out that Erwin died was yes, it was terrible. I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to prove. I don't know why he was doing all those crazy things, but yeah, eventually I had to stop that. Thanks for the support, Nerd of the Suit. Really appreciate it. Peter, how many more years have you got to give, Jay? I'm gonna keep doing this until it stops being fun. As I always do that. Anything I do is because I'm having fun. If I'm not having fun, then I eventually stop it. Aldry473, what's going on, Aldry? Long time, brother. Hey, Jay, hope you're doing well. 9 years, congrats. Best wishes and continued success. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Nerd of the Suit, still hyped for Superman. The more I see, the more I have high hopes. I am absolutely 100% hoping that it's going to do well. I'm still kind of weirded out about what's going on with this movie, but I guess we'll find out. Mother's Log. I love comic books. That's what's originally started collecting back in the early 80s. So it's hard to find a good stream on YouTube talking comics, as they always brag about what they own. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about comics tonight. So hold on to your seats, everybody. But one thing I did want to acknowledge is something very important to me. And of course, is very important to acknowledge this, because if it wasn't for you guys liking, commenting, and of course subscribing to the channel wouldn't be here. And I wanted to thank each and every one of you guys, because thanks to you, this month we hit a major milestone, and I had to wait a couple of days to really talk about this, because the way YouTube is, things go up and things go down all the time. But wow, on my 9th anniversary of YouTube, this is a big one. This is a huge, guys. Thank you so much. I think a few days ago, that's coming up to a week now, because I had to wait a little bit. But yeah, we guys, we did it. We did it, and I say we because it's all thanks to you guys. We hit a major milestone. 20,000 subscribers. Holy crap, everybody. Yeah, on April 11th, 2025, we hit wow, we hit 20,000 subscribers. Well, you know what? When I started this channel, I never thought in a million years that anybody would listen. And I was so grateful for the few people who were tuning in, and I met in person. Actually, I'm so grateful for it. I met one of my oldest supporters on YouTube, Princess Kegli, in person, and that was a huge thing for me this year. And now realizing that it's been 9 years on YouTube, really has put everything to perspective. And now finding out and that we actually hit 20,000 subscribers is just it's absolutely, I'm so beside myself. I'm gobsmacked. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. Again, as I said, I when I started this channel, I didn't think in a million years that anybody would be listening, let alone subscribe. You know what I mean? That's something I don't take for granted. That's something I do not take for granted. You guys being here and subscribing and commenting and liking the videos and following and yeah, it's been magical. It's been absolutely magical. And I really want to thank all of you guys, for that, right? It's something I really can't believe it. I really can't believe that we've gotten this far together. Yeah, because the truth is that this is as much your this is as much your journey as it is mine, right? We're all taking the same path, and we're all remembering our love for pop culture, toys, action figures, and the popular culture of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. You know what I mean? Like, and 2000s, and 2010s, 2020s. Yeah, and it's been 9 years for this channel, and I hope that it's going to be many, many more. And with your support, guys, this has been absolutely insane. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. It's nuts. It's just absolutely bonkers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for helping us to reach 20,000 subscribers. Just that number just doesn't make any sense to me. That number makes no sense to me whatsoever. I just don't understand how that's even possible. I really don't. But thank you guys. It's been incredible, and I'm hoping that it continues to be as incredible now into the future, because this is something that I hope to do for a long time, and thanks to you guys, this is something that's been achieved. And all I can say is thank you, because you guys, there's not another word that I can say, and it's not enough to say thank you, because this has been an absolute incredible ride. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. It's been crazy. But there's still a lot to do. There's still a lot more. I have so many new projects. I mean, these guys. There's a lot of mystery going around right now, but these guys are on the way. All right, they're on the way. They're going to be delivered. Something's going to happen. We're going to have to deal with that when it gets here, because somebody mentioned the dreaded T word a little earlier, but it is going to happen. We are going to make it happen. So, and it's a dream that you guys also helped to make happen. So yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for everything. Mother Slug, thank you. I appreciate it. It is pretty cool. I think it's cool. Peter, I read comics now by watching them on YouTube that a guide reads. And you know what? We're going to do a little bit of that tonight. Audrey 473, 20K. Awesome. Jay, congratulations. Thank you, Audrey. I appreciate it. I really do. Vazone, so deserved. Fantastic to see good people succeed. Congratulations. You know what, guys? Seriously. Let's talk, guys. Seriously, let's talk. I really want Vazone to come back to YouTube soon, and anything I can do to help, guys, please. Tiffany, guys, please let me know what I can do to help you guys. I really want to help as much as possible. Jesus, I really want to help as much as I can. There with the suit. Well earned. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Lloyd Christmas. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. Yojo C. Let's go, Jay. You the Mega Man. I don't know if I'm quite that yet. Although I do like that avatar. Nerve of the suit. Jay, you remember you earned that. Put the work in and got them fair and square. I as much as everyone says I earned, if anything, I earned it. No, we earned it. We as a community, the community that we've built up here, we earned this. Okay, there's no me without you guys. There is no Mega J Retro without the Mega J Retro community. That's just the way it is. So, guys, congratulations to you, seriously, because this is your win. That's the truth. All right. The people who subscribed here and helped make the channel what it is, thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Justin, someone needs to do an indie style Motu Origins style toy line. Come on, Justin. What are you talking about? Mother Slug, these streamers with their slabs talking their comic collections. No. In my opinion, you're an investor, and if you're collecting slabs, a fan collects comic books you can read. I hear you. What you're saying. You're talking about graded comics. I hear what you're saying, Mother Slug. I know what you're talking about. Audrey 473. We're ready to take the world. We're ready to take on the world for the power of Mega J Retro. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Saya. Thank you, Audrey. You're awesome, dude. Frankie, we love you, Jay. Thanks for all the hard work and dedication. Here's to another 20K subs. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Cheers to you too. As a matter of fact, cheers, everybody. Appreciate it. I shouldn't be drinking that this early in the morning, but Peter, I know you're joking about having an Ollie Ston, Jay, but I was kind of thinking it was a good idea. Thank you, brother. You never know. We might actually do one. I might do it just for the hell of it, just to make fun of it. They're the suit, and let's keep fighting too, even though the world's looking scary. Support everybody who's vulnerable due to certain people in power, and don't stop giving them support and protecting their rights. We're all in this together. All of our communities, we have to band together and protect each other. 100%. Well said, Nerd of the Suit. Well said. Nerd of the Suit, we earned this. You know what? You're absolutely right. Exactly. We, as this community, have earned this. Thank you, Nerd of the Suit. Yojo Otsi, I don't really hang with anyone that collects toys, so it's cool to have a place like this to be around other collectors and hang and talk toys. Thanks, Jane Chat. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Yojo Osi. I hope that you find a community of your own that you can do that with as well, though. But you're always welcome here, brother. Always. Peter, if it wasn't you, Jay, I wouldn't know why Merman was black. It was a DC. It was a DC thing. It was a DC thing. Wow, Chad. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member for 22 months. Wow, dude, you are awesome, brother. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. There was doesn't Four Horsemen also make figures that can be considered Motu adjacent that can count? Yes, technically they can. After all, they did the original run of Master Universe Classics, and they do have some some homage figures that they've done in the past and continue to do as again homages to the series, which can fit in very well with Master Universe. Peter, Yo Joe, ditto. It's actually ditto. Ditto. It's DITO. No, DIT dit DITOTO. Ditto. Dit. Somebody help me here. It's ditto, not ditto. How do you spell ditto? Oh, Diddy. I'm not a Diddy. No, I'm not Diddy. What do you think? I am no Diddy. No. Oh my gosh, dude. Where did that come from? That's no worries. We'll return very soon. You're truly an amazing person. Count on us to support you. Well, you know what, Vaz? Guys, that goes both ways. Guys, please subscribe to Vaz Zone on YouTube and on Instagram and all their social medias. The Dynamic Duo themselves are doing incredible work, and you have to support amazing talent like this. Please give them a like and a follow. Tell them Jay sent you. Mother Slug, wait, Merman is blue? I thought he was green. Well, there is a blue Merman. There is a blue Merman, and he's in the DC. It was a DC crossover action figure. Take a look. There it is. That's right, Peter. Ditto. Ditto. That's I couldn't spell it in my head. Thank you, Peter, because I am definitely not a ditty. For multiple reasons. The one I remember a lot in the department is that old style NES turn yellow. You can actually restore the color with a certain chemical bath. Yes, it's called retrobrighting, which is a great technique, and somebody should actually put that in a bottle, I think. So yeah, I guess that, guys, again, thank you for everything. Really appreciate all the support, and of course, we as a community made this happen. So pat yourselves on the back because we did it, everybody. We did it. Peter, yes, and I bought it loose on eBay, like it was. He's blue. That's right, everybody. He is absolutely blue. I'm blue, Abu Di Abu Die. I should quit while I'm ahead. All right, so let's go back a little bit further back into memory lane. I want to show you guys some cool things. At least I think they're cool. Back in the day, I, along with my friend Marvin, we created a small book together called The Legend of Steelbreed. And it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making this book. Let me grab it for a second. Hold on. So back in oh my gosh, when was this? This was like 20. Holy crap! This was like 2010, something like that. It was it was all the way back. Such a long time ago, and I just wanted to take some time today and just take a look at this book. and sort of reminisce as to where I was, 10 years ago. I guess we're running on a theme here, actually. So yeah, guys, join me um, as we take a look at the Legend of Steel Breed. Um, I co-wrote this and with my good friend Marvin Mariano, and it was a great book. We had a lot of fun making it. I still have a couple copies, so this was not cheap. We didn't do this with Kickstarter. We literally produced this ourselves. I'm I'm a graphic designer by trade, so I did the printing. I did I did the pagination. I did the speech balloons. I did pretty much everything I could with the that you needed to do with this book. We ended up making 2 issues. We're not going to go through both issues. I'm just going to go through a few key pages and show you guys some of the stuff that I did when I was a lot younger, a lot younger. All right, guys, let's have a look at the Legend of Steel Breed, shall we? Let's go. Let's do it. So, the Legend of Steel Breed is actually, in a lot of ways, based off of the anime I was watching at the time. I'm not even gonna candy coat that. It, if you actually go through the rest of the book, you can really see the influences that I had around the time. You can see giant mecha creatures. You know what I mean? You can see the anime inspired designs. The Catholic school, uniforms, right? The big eyes, small mouth kind of situation, right? And my friend Marvin was very much into the same situation. Steelbreed.com is long gone now. No longer exists. So here we go. We're gonna go through like the first 10 pages maybe, or no, not even that. I think the book is not a long read. It actually reads pretty quickly, but anyway. It's always the same dream. The dark surrounds me, almost like a black fog. Giants battling one another viciously. And we see Marvin was in his element when he was drawing. He really was a great artist. I wish I had half the talent that Marvin had, especially even back then. But Mecha was really where I was at for Marvin. He was incredible. My father calling my name, and a giant hand protecting me from something. Suddenly, I'm in the same field on a summer day. Latin pard we shall be. Latin pard we shall be. Latin pard. What does that mean? Brecht. 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 Who's calling my name? Brecht, get up, you idiot. We're late. Yep. It's Ada. Yeah, you could really tell the anime influences, the manga influences that we had. Typical getting up for school, young kids. It was a really big part of my life, anime. Bree, you're always sleeping. Don't you ever want to amount to anything? And now we have part-time jobs. We've already entered our second year of senior. We've already entered our senior year. I've been thinking about joining the army. Huh? You're serious? I am not the business type. Isn't your father hoping that you will inherit your family business? He always says I'm the heir to some great land or something. Say, at what age does senility start at? God, you're mean. I always had this fascination with high school because it really was one of the best times of my life. So that's another reason why I really like anime, because most anime, not most, but actually no, I would have to actually say most anime start like it's pretty much centered around high school in a lot of ways. So yeah, I really did enjoy stories about kids growing up. Later at Kotanar Manor. Very well. We will confirm the order with you tomorrow. No. Thank you for the opportunity. Good day. It's good to see that you're always keeping busy, Abraham. Leona, to what do I owe this wonderful surprise? I just wanted to see how you and Breck were doing. You are always welcome in my home, Leona. If it were not for you, my son and I would not be alive today. You're too much, Abe. All these years as a social worker, and you and your son are one of my few successes. It's just a shame that so few take advantage of so many capital programs. I'm sorry to hear that. This country gives so much to its people. It's such a shame that so few take. It's such a shame that so few take advantage of its many capital programs, government programs, Abe, and taking full advantage of them has never been a problem here. You are probably one of the few people who participated in the programs that has actually made a difference in your life and those around you. If by that you mean my many contributions to your organization, it is but a small token of appreciation for the kindness you have shown to me and my son. $40 million over the past 15 years is hardly what I would call small, Abe. Who would have thought the man found wandering around Central Park with nothing but his son and an old sword would have ended up a world famous artist? What's that? Oh, hello, Hemmel. How are you today? Is Hemmel all right, Abraham? She seems a bit under the weather. Hemmel? Well, she turns 15 on the Festival of Night. The Festival of Night? I mean, in September. She's just tired, is all. Leona, are you free this evening? The moon is lovely, and I would like to have dinner with you. Oh, Abe, those days are long behind us now. We had the chance, but you tend to keep people at arm's length, almost like you're hiding something. This house you built truly reflects you in every way. Grand on the outside, yet simple and direct to the point on the inside. I never intended to hurt you, Leona. No, Abe. I ended up hurting myself, really. I have to get going. It was really good to see you. Say hi to Bree for me. Oh, tell him I'm sorry I couldn't stay any longer. Good night, Leona. She deserves someone better. Someone that can be there to greet her when she comes home at night. I cannot be that for her, especially now that we're so close. We need to keep focused on the festival of night that approaches, and we need to be ready. I wonder where Brecht is right now. Abraham looks longingly into the sky. His thoughts linger on the past, on a land which he still calls home, a place where he wishes to return for the past 15 years. Soon his chance will come, but at what price? Once the moon and the planets are in harmony, there will be no turning back. Yeah, I had a lot of backstory here, and one of the things I realized for comic books anyway is that I really should have started off with something a little bit more action oriented, because I think that really helps to capture people's imagination. It's a little bit hard, looking on it in hindsight, but we did what we could with the book, and I think a lot of people did enjoy it. I'm going to skip ahead to some of the actual action scenes because these ones here are fun. They're just little goofy scenes with Brecht and Ada, as we can see here. And again, Marvin is amazing with his artwork. I really wish we had more time to flesh out this scene, but for what it is, it's still a lot of fun. Actually, this is funny. This is the last page in this PDF, so might as well go through it. Meanwhile, a battle of egos wages on a Meanwhile, a battle of egos wages on a field of honor. I'm impressive, Bree. You actually got behind me, but it won't help you. You're still not charging in enough, Bree. Damn, she's fast. It's like she knows what I'm thinking. Just one hit. Now that's what I'm talking about, Bree. Step into it, but watch your feet, or you'll. Ah! And unfortunately, that is actually the last page in this PDF. But yeah, that was a great little trip down memory lane. I really did enjoy making this book. But like I said, there was a lot of things I learned along the way. This was like, again, 20. God, how old is this book now? I wish I put a date in this thing because I didn't. It was just one of those things I wish I had. But we had grand plans for this series, as you can see here. Like it was going to be this grand epic with medieval mecha and swords, sorcery. A lot of great things were going to happen with this series. But yeah, we never really had the chance. We got to about 2 issues, and that's as far as we got. Because comic books are expensive, man. Comic books are expensive. So you can see here, there was going to be a mecha robot, medieval type, Escaflowne type of stuff. I was really into Escaflowne around that time. So yeah, it was going to be a huge epic story, but unfortunately, did not quite get there. Marvin's work is amazing. I mean, this stuff. Look at the detail in that dress. I mean, that is just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, those days we were young, man. We were trying to break into the industry, all this kind of stuff, but it's something you have to work on it. You just have to keep working on it. Blake, aka Recon Rage, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. I will be replying back to you, Blake. It's just been a little bit of a crazy day for me, and I just wanted to unwind and hang out with some people, everybody here. Mother Slug, did he say the Legend of Zelda? No, the Legend of Steelbreed. The Legend of the Steelbreed. Awesome stuff. Timescales, what's going on, Grego? Good to see you, my friend. Guys, if you haven't already, please check out the Timescales. Wonderful Doctor Who content. And of course, if you're into Japanese anime, manga, and of course, Japanese toys and culture, definitely check out the Timescales. Mother Slug, what's going on, brother? Peter, I'm still trying to beat the original Zelda. Dude, it's not easy. It's a tough game, but persevere and you will make it. There's also a lot of walkthroughs, so if you want to go that route. Bethany Beth, my katas. Yes, definitely, my katas. Bethany Beth, my Super 7 Cat Slayer arrived yesterday as today. Minimal damage, crease marks from the corner protectors. I'm glad to hear it. I hope that everything came intact, Bethany. And no matter what, definitely show any damage to Super 7. They might send you some sort of rebate. Not looked at the whole box yet. Okay, no problem. But inspect as much as you can. Mother Slug, why do all anime guy characters always have a face scar? Well, this one is very specific. There's a reason why he has a scar. His uncle gives it to him, and his uncle is this this bastard right here. This guy, that's his uncle. So yeah, he's a bit of a charlatan, that one. Yeah. My brother Slug, hey, it's even more universal than that. Remember Kovu from The Lion King 2? Yeah, there you go. Best character in all fiction. He's an anime emo boy with a scar face. Peter, the artwork is amazing. Yeah, you know what, Marvin is amazing. He truly is. One of a kind for sure. Peter, I must have been foreshadowing when to read comics on YouTube. You knew you were talking about for sure. The dog is cute. He is. Hemel is actually a Kegel, actually. Is he a Kegel? I can't remember. He's one of these gigantic dogs. I'm gonna have to remember what type of dog what breed he was, but he's this huge, gigantic dog. I think it's a Russian breed or something like that. Mother Slug, I'm really curious how giant mechs show up in the comic if they're in school. Please don't tell me it's like Fast and Furious formula where cars teens turn into international spies later. No, it's actually more of the war of nations in a different world entirely. So it's quite something. Kenzo's Creations, what's going on, Kenzo? Good to see you, brother. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Kenzo's Creations on YouTube. Amazing creator, and of course, he just printed out the entire Crystal Castle on his own. It's amazing. Nerdwood Suit. I love the explanation of Luffy's scar. Little boy was too eager to be a pirate and get out there, so he took a knife and, well, no, I don't. But no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Big Rib, what's going on? How's it going, Big Rib? Always good to see you, brother. So yeah, guys, I wish I could tell you can go buy these at a store or something like that. There's the camera. but unfortunately you can't. Why is the camera acting like that now? These are now out of print, and I do have a couple more issues, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll probably start bringing them to commit. I don't know, something like that. But it was a part of my journey, and wanted to share that with you guys tonight. Another part of my journey is a little bit more interesting, I think. A lot more action, a lot more detail. As a matter of fact, when we launched this comic book, I went ahead and did something. I was not in YouTube yet, but I was experimenting with video at the time, and this one I really was proud of because I put it together overnight in time for a press conference that we were hosting. And yeah, suffice it to say, I was very, very happy with the results of this um, uh, video that I did because it really did showcase a lot of the things that I had learned up until that time. And um, yeah, man, I was very, very surprised at the results, but at the same time, um, I was very happy to be able to showcase this at the event that I was talking about. Um, I'll bring it up for you guys right now, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it because this was a lot of fun when I finally showcased this at the press conference. And now, of course, I can't find it. Hold on for a second. Documents, current clients. Um, oh, for crying out loud. Okay, you know what? Yep, typical. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna grab it from Mega. It's just easier that way. There it is. All right, so did it download? Of course it didn't download. Why would it download? Okay. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. I created a whole trailer around this, and it was based on this book called Apocalypse 4, which my friends Hugh Rookwood and a whole bunch of us actually worked on. And this was pretty substantial at the time, and I really, really was proud of this video. So, guys, enjoy this because it's gone through a whole bunch of different ups and downs, but I think you guys will enjoy this video. All right, so let's have a look at the trailer for Apocalypse 4. I hope you guys enjoy it. So that was the introduction to Apocalypse 4, which was only, again, we only managed to make 2 books out of this, but this one, wow, this one was a very, very different book. It was written by, it was created by 2 of my good friends, Hugh Rookwood and Corrado Rizza. And man, did they ever make an incredible series out of this. Unfortunately, it never actually got past the 2nd episode, but I'm going to show you guys a couple of pages from the books, and I think you guys will agree. This one is something truly, truly special. I was blown away when they first showed me the whole concept of Apocalypse 4 and what they were going to do with the series. And it really is a shame that it didn't get much further past the first 2 books, because man, it was quite the revelation for comics at the time, and it could have been something massive. It could have been something huge. So take a look at this, guys, because this one, honestly, I wish we had more time with this one. This one was something else. Apocalypse 4. So take a quick look at this, guys, because this one's crazy. I'm not gonna. I think you guys get it pretty quickly. So here we go. Apocalypse 4. Chapter 1. Exile. Of the 3 realms in the known universe, there is only one that governs all the rest. This is where the creator of all existence as we know it rides in the glory and splendor. Behold, as we enter the grand atrium of heaven, marked by great citadels and celestial temples, a place where the chosen spirits of those who pass from the earthly realm reside as angelic. Their chants can be heard echoing, "All hail our Lord Father, creator of the heaven and earth. Master, your command shall be our bidding. Hail, hail, hail the great King." Day after day, they continue to chant until suddenly. And you can see just the incredible artwork by Hugh Rookwood here. The frescoes, the whole idea of heaven. Like, honestly, the artwork here is just magnificent. A powerful brilliance envelops the heavens. My children, hear me. You are my greatest creations. You have been by my side for what seems an eternity. Your loyalty has never wavered. You are the silent ones who serve me without question. I come to you today because I am in need of your strength and your dutiful resolve. Confused, the angels begin whispering among themselves. Humanity has lost their way, and their sins can no longer be tolerable. Michael, organize your generals and unleash the horsemen. Bring the might of my army down upon the humans and annihilate them. One angel remains frozen amongst the frenzy that has erupted in heaven. What has just happened? Why is humanity being eliminated? What's happened to the world since I've been in heaven? He looks around and sees his mentor, the Archangel Gabriel, entering the grand armory and glides over to face him. Gabriel, what is happening? Why has Father ordered us to destroy the humans? With an enthusiastic grin, Gabriel looks down upon him. This is a wonderful day, priest. We finally get to have some fun. It's been too long since the last time we got to wipe out an entire race. Enjoy this moment. It's just the occasion I've been training you for. This can't be. I have to stop this somehow. The skies open up, and a lone figure frantically descends, as he has done the unthinkable, defying the word of God and sending its inhabitants into a frenzy. Stop him! He's taken the shards! I have taken the one thing that can delay humanity's destruction. Without the shards, the horsemen cannot be unleashed upon this world. Del Vega is now amongst the fallen. I have betrayed my brothers and defied God. For what I have done, I'll never be let into heaven ever again. Many days have passed since priest descended. He now faces a modern city, cold, dreary, and an unwelcoming place to those who have lived in the warmth embrace of heaven. I have been constantly hiding and evading. I'm an outcast, now trying to buy some time from my fellow man, hoping to save him from the coming apocalypse. The world has changed so much since I became an angel. 500 years have passed, and it feels only like a few months. He stops briefly, still bewildered by his strange environment. People ride in these metal contraptions. They talk to each other from great distances with some device on their ears. How did humanity learn to wield such magical powers? In my day as an inquisitor, I was known as Padre Ignacio del Vega, and I would have judged this as heresy. Could this be why they have been condemned? No, there must be more to this. As he wanders the city, Priest feels a sharp night air biting at his skin. Flickering lights between the bridge catch his attention, and he heads down to investigate. Hello, gentlemen. May I join you? It's quite cold this evening. Yeah, sure. There's room for more. Hey, it's too crowded here. Go find yourself another spot. Shut up, Ben. You should be a little bit more hospitable, you jackass. Don't worry about Ben, mister. He's always calling us. He's always cranky. Come joining us. You're such a prick. Screw you, Wayne. Thanks. What are all you people doing out here this late evening? Are you serious? What do you think we're doing here? Basking in the beautiful weather, enjoying the sand beneath our feet? Shut up, Ben. What an asshole. Mister, you don't look like you belong here. Don't you got a home to go to? Actually, I don't. Not anymore. Well, I guess you're in the right place. Homeless like the rest of us. You got a place to sleep? No, I don't. But I couldn't inconvenience you. Nonsense. Come here. We'll show you where you can rest tonight. With all that's wrong with humanity, there's still hope. These men that have nothing have taken me in and shared what little they have with me. Father is wrong, and I must protect them. Meanwhile, somewhere in the West Coast. Evening, Dr. McKellar. Oh, Jillian, have you finished the latest round of tests? Yes, here you go. This is fantastic. Great work as usual. I'll review your data in the morning. Have yourself a good evening. Thank you, Doctor. Have a good evening as well. By the way, there's a Conrad Stewart on the hold, line 1. He wants to speak to you and says it's urgent. Oh, right. I'll take it right away. Good night, my dear. Mr. Stewart, it's nice to hear from you again. Yes, the project is progressing on schedule. Do you want to speed things up? You're not happy with the progress? We are doing the best we can. Science is very complex, and we are not only in the use of particles. We're not the only ones using the particle accelerator. It's only available to my research team a couple of times a week and for short hours. You're buying the entire facility, and you're expanding my research grant? How many more researchers do you want to bring onto this project? Triple, quadruple your staff. I don't care. I want this project to run 24/7, and I want to see results soon. What just happened? It is late night when the sound of beating wings startles the priest from his sleep. Damn me for a fool. I slept too long. They found me. There he is. Get him. I need to move fast, or these innocent people will get hurt. Speeding through the city, the angels move at such great velocity that they create winds of hurricanes. It's been a while since I read this. Speeding through the city, the angels move at such great velocity that their great wings of hurricanes, that they create great winds. See, it's been a while since I read this. that they create great winds of hurricane proportions. People and objects are blown out of the way and onto the ground. Suddenly, there's nowhere left to run. I'm trapped. No matter how far I must go, I will never give up the fight for humanity. You would defy his word for these subspecies? They are nothing but worms to us. We have been waiting too long for this opportunity. Gabrielites, the elite warriors that I was trained to join, and here I am to face them, two of them alone. How dare you call them subspecies? Did you forget we were like them once? You are one of us now. Give us the shards, and Father might show you mercy. Never! Absent of armor and weaponry, Priest is at a disadvantage, but he has no choice but to fight. Suddenly, an unfamiliar and enormous wave of energy builds up within his body as he lunges towards his adversaries. Swords slash, fists pound as the bloody battle ensues. Del Vega's newfound strength builds as his instinct for survival pushes him beyond his threshold, till his violent and powerful dance of destruction finally reaches its end. Yeah, it was a great book, bar none. It definitely was something that could have been something even more, but unfortunately, we only ended up making 2 issues because comics are expensive, man. They are just absolutely expensive to make, and unfortunately, we're not really made of money. So, yeah, it really was one of those things which I was hoping would have had a much bigger impact, but yeah, Kickstarter was a thing back then, but it wasn't really the peak of where it was today. Today, Kickstarter is massive. It's a massive industry, and content creators make big use of it. So much so that we've seen comic books go, for 21, 31, sometimes ongoing issues. It's absolutely crazy. Shao Kahn. Hey, Meg J. Good to see you, Shao Kahn. Mother Slug. Not sure if you collect comics, but if you need to get a shop and check out a new Absolute Green Lantern comic, oh my gosh. Becoming my new number 1 favorite comic. That's going to be cool. I would definitely love to take a look at that. Shao Kahn. Saying hi to Mother Slug. Kenzo's Creations, of course. Absolutely. Tariff Hanger. I would have been here earlier, but I was working on a tariff vid, which will result in 200 unsubs. LOL. I hear you, brother. But you know what? You've always been very, very true to your what's it called? To yourself. And yeah, I've seen some of your great videos, dude. Always supporting Tydarium Hanger. Guys, if you haven't already, please check out Tydarium Hanger Mike on YouTube. Wonderful content, honestly. Sometimes it doesn't agree with some people, but honestly, it's great to hear him and his opinions. Mother Slug, gotta go. Time flies. Need sleep. Have a good one. Catch you later, Jay. Absolutely, Mother Slug. Have a good night. Good journey, and geek proud, my friend. Vaz Zone, so good. Yeah, guys. You know what? Once upon a time, we did some cool things. I got to tell you. And now, of course, my good friend and I, Danny Green, are on another journey once again to do another comic book. So I hope you guys will support us on that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Onassis Custom Designs. What's up, Jay? What's going on, Onassis? Always good to see you, brother. If you guys haven't already seen it, we are doing a new comic book called El Dragoon, and we are very, very excited about this. We premiered it at Toylanta a number of weeks ago, and we are very excited about this artwork by Sebastian Navas, and of course written by my good friend Gilly Reds Comics, and of course the brainchild of my very good friend Danny Green Collects. He's freaking awesome. And yeah, it's going to be another wonderful production. There's Carlos of the Badass Reviews, and much like what we did with Apocalypse 4, we're hoping to repeat that same magic and make something truly, truly special with El Dragoon. And we're very, very excited about this. As a matter of fact, even Steve Cardenas has stopped by to say hi. Power Rangers love El Dragoon as well. Of course, it's a story about a young man trying to reach the heights of the luchador world. And unfortunately, on the night of his greatest triumph, which was winning the tag team championship with his partner La Loba, they become tag team champions. But on that same night, he loses his love, he loses his will to wrestle, and he loses his partner in all the same night. And it's the journey of rediscovery, of fighting back against all the odds, and rediscovering who Juantes is, and his destiny to become El Dragoon. If you're a wrestling fan, if you are into luchador wrestling, and of course, if you're just into, Dragon Ball and all those types of manga-inspired stories, and it's a great tale of retribution and discovery of who you are as a person, and we really are excited to be bringing us to the world. We are planning on doing a Kickstarter later this year, and Danny and I are going to be going to as many conventions as we can, showcasing all this great artwork and telling everybody about the stories and what to expect. And of course, later on this year, we're going to have a Kickstarter, and I hope you guys will support us on that. If you haven't already, please consider following us on L Dragoon _. And guys, definitely, we have a lot of great new stories coming up and great new designs and images. And of course, this is going to lead to the big thing for us, which of course is action figures. We're definitely going to be trying to get our action figure line on this going, as we are very, very, very excited about El Dragoon and what we're going to be doing with the story as well as the figures to come very, very soon. Onassis, I will support the comic book. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate that. It's something that we're really looking forward to. Thomas Ruiz, congratulations. Thank you, my friend. Very much appreciated. If you guys are into El Dragoon and, of course, into luchador wrestling, it's definitely going to be something which is a lot of fun. And, of course, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It's been amazing. A little bit of a trip down memory lane, with Apocalypse 4, which to me was definitely an incredible book to have worked on. The Legend of Steel Breed, which, of course, I co-created with my good friend, Marvin Mariano. I also did work on this book, which is also available from 5x5 Toys. It's Delta 17, The War of the Shadows. It's the story of the Delta 17 action figures. So you should definitely pick up this book on delta17.com. It's a great read. I did many of the I helped with all the production on this book, as well as the pagination and the speech balloons on the book itself, and the special effects for the sound effects. So yeah, this one's a lot of fun. If you guys ever get a chance to pick this up, I believe it's only $5 US. So picking it up on delta17.com, you can definitely pick this book up. It's wonderful, especially if you're into army-based comic books. This was a lot of fun. And as I said, we are, of course, working on El Dragoon. So guys, please follow us on El Dragoon _ on Instagram. We have a lot more announcements coming up. And of course, we're going to be at a lot of conventions, showing off a lot of the artwork, telling everybody about the story. And you have to be at the conventions that we visit so that you can learn a lot more about El Dragoon and what we plan to do with the book, as well as the action figures that are going to come soon. Guys, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. This has been amazing. You guys are, of course, I can't believe it, guys. 9 years on freaking YouTube. It's just, it's something I just cannot fathom. And even more than that, and again, a huge shout out to everybody here. We did it, everybody, honestly. And it's, I can't take the credit at all, because if it wasn't for you guys, we would never have reached this incredible milestone of 20,000 subscribers. Guys, thank you so much for being here and being part of this journey, because we did it, guys. As I said earlier, it was because of all of us that this community has reached 20,000 subscribers. I want to thank everybody here for being part of that. It's been magical. And as I said earlier, I'm so humbled by the idea that we have reached 20,000 subscribers. I never thought in a million years anyone would even listen to me talking about my memories, talking about my love for anime, talking about my love for cartoons, toys, collectibles. And the fact that 20,000 subscribers, it's just blowing my mind. And I know about the 9th year anniversary of the channel, of all things. Just incredible. Thank you guys for this. It's because of you guys. It's because of this community. We did this together. Thank you guys for everything. It's been absolutely incredible. Um, Vaz Zone. Of course, we will support the comic and the action figures. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you both, guys. Definitely don't forget to subscribe to the dynamic duo themselves, Vaz Zone, on YouTube and of course the social media. They are incredible creators, customizers. They do incredible work. You should definitely give them a like and follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. Onassis Custom Designs. Congratulations. Thank you, my friend. Really appreciate it. It's because of you and everybody here that's been possible. Frankie Rivera. Again, congratulations. Good journey and Geek Proud. Frankie, good journey, my friend. Geek Proud to you too. Really appreciate it, brother. Nits. Don't cry. It's okay. It's okay, Nits. Big Rib. Congratulations, Jay. You deserve it. Thank you, my friend. It's not just me. It's all of you. We deserve this. If it wasn't for you guys, the Mega J Retro channel would not be here. This is your journey as well. So thank you to the community. Thank you to the Mega J Retro community. You guys made this happen. Machu, good friend of the channel. Of course, you have to check out Machu Toy on YouTube, Instagram, and all the social medias. He's an incredible toy photographer, creator, customizer. The man is just doing it all. He is freaking amazing. Definitely check out Machu Toy on YouTube, Instagram, social media, everywhere. Give him a like and follow. Tell them Jay sent you. Thank you for the $10 super sticker, my friend. Oh my God, that's amazing. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. You're not that far away, Machu. You're making it happen, guys. Let's get Machu up to 20,000 subscribers. He's well on the way. He's an amazing creator, and of course, between two Sentinels, you got to check him out. Him and Jay are just doing it. They're just killing it right now. So definitely give them a like and a follow. Tell them that Jay sent you. And of course, follow Tidarium Hanger on his YouTube channel and of course all the social medias. The man is just doing great content for all retro-based toys. He did a great retrospective on the Mask toys the other day, as well as Centurions and Brave Star. He also did, I think, Black Star the other day. It was freaking incredible. And of course, if you're into Transformers, that's the man right there. Star Wars, not so much these days, but that's because we're all sort of losing touch with Star Wars these days. Let's be freaking honest. But guys, definitely check out Mike's channel. You guys will not regret it. Did you get a Fang? I was not in a rush to get it, and of course, I think it's sold out, right? It wouldn't have surprised me if it sold out. And the idea and the actual answer is yes, it's sold out. So no, I did not get a Fang. I sort of reeled back on my G.I. Joe collecting, to be honest with you. But congratulations to everybody who picked up the Fang today. It's amazing. Mr. Vice 1234556. Congratulations, Jay. You have supported New Zealand. Thank you, my friend. I really hope to visit there one day. I want to see Hobbiton, and I want to see. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but also I hear New Zealand is lovely. I hear it's an incredible country to visit, and amazing food, amazing people. So I would love to visit New Zealand. So thank you, Mr. Vice 1234556. You are incredible, and of course, thanks to everybody who hung out with us tonight. It's been amazing, and of course, thank you once again for 20,000 subscribers. I still just cannot believe that. Absolutely mind-blowing. Thank you, guys. We did it, everybody. We as a community made it happen. The Mega J Retro community made this happen. It's because of you guys. We did this together. We did this as a community. And thank you so much for making this happen, you guys. I just can't believe it. I'm so humbled by this. Freaking incredible. Alejandro Valdez. Was it the claw and not the fang? Yes, it was the claw. Sorry. Sorry. I think Mike meant the claw. He didn't mean I think he meant the claw for sure, because the fang hasn't been released yet. But yes, the fang is now sold out on HasbroPulse.com. Hopefully it'll come back. It'll come back. It always comes back. So best of luck to everybody, and congratulations to everybody who picked up a claw today. Guys, thank you so much once again for hanging out and helping me to celebrate 9 years on YouTube. It's crazy. It's been absolutely nuts. And okay, so Fang is next. Absolutely, Mike. 100%. Again, I can't believe that we made this milestone together. 20,000 subscribers, and hopefully we'll make many more. As I'm enjoying every minute of it, hanging out with you guys, talking toys, talking the pop culture of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Cartoons, anime, everything. It's amazing. Guys, thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. 9 years, 20,000 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys very, very soon. And don't worry, we're gonna hit we're gonna hit the very next milestone as soon as we can. And to everybody out there who supported this channel, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Jason's Electric, great night. Absolutely. Absolutely incredible. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud.